Hi, I'm Christy White, your Public Information Officer, with more information for you. This time we're going beyond lean, clean, and green, and we're talking about our wildlife. I'm here with Robert Waggett with the Texas Parks and Wildlife to tell us a little bit about what you do when you encounter a wild animal in your neighborhood. Now, we've had a couple of instances. Can you tell us about those?
There have been some recent instances with alligators and coyotes in the League City area, both of which are wild by nature, and we encounter problems with them when folks in the community decide that they like to have them around and make food available for them.
Okay, so the old saying, don't feed the animals, that's something that we should hold true to, right?
Absolutely. Matter of fact, it's a violation to intentionally feed the alligators.
Okay, so if we do encounter an alligator, a coyote, any kind of wildlife in our neighborhood that could be dangerous, what should we do?
For alligators, for example, this time of year, April through July, there's a lot of activity with alligators. This is their breeding season. The waters are warmer, the temperature's warmer. We'll see them out in the League City area more often in Clear Creek and other watersheds. If we see them, we shouldn't become alarmed, because for every one you see, there may be 3 or 4 in the area that you're not seeing. Don't become scared. Don't agitate the alligator. Don't just view it from a distance. And if it remains for several days, then we may call our dispatch office in LaPorte. It's 281-842-8100, and they will be able to contact the game warden in the particular area to look at the alligator and assess the situation. Okay,
now if you encounter a coyote like the neighborhood did just a few weeks ago, what do you do then?
Same type of thing. The coyotes and alligators are drawn to food sources. If we leave food out, our trash, for example, we need to put in a tightly closed trash container so that the smell is not there and will attract coyotes. Folks who feed their pets outdoors leave food bowls and this kind of thing should attempt to feed their pets indoors.
Okay, now some people, like we said earlier, they intentionally interact with the animals, they feed them. What are the consequences of that?
Well, you're going to desensitize the animals to the human presence. They don't look at humans as something to be afraid of, but rather humans as a source for their upcoming meal.
And so I think that was maybe the case with the alligator, and so it ended up costing the alligator his life because people were feeding it and it wanted to come back, right?
That's right. But we don't want folks to intentionally bring food to the alligator. There's a lot of ducks in a lot of these waterfront locations. People feed the ducks. The ducks stay around. The alligator looks to the ducks as a potential food source. So you may be inadvertently attracting wildlife such as alligators by feeding some of the ducks that are in the vicinity also.
Okay, that's great information. Again, if you encounter an animal, do not feed it. If you see it for several days and it's a danger to your community, you can call Texas Park and Wildlife and we'll have the number available for you. Also now I'd like to bring in Laurel Powell with the League City Animal Shelter. Now we don't just encounter wild animals, but sometimes there are dogs and cats roaming our neighborhood. What do we do? How do we contact you guys?
Oh, well, all you have to do is call the animal shelter at 281-554-1377, or you can call even City Hall and report that there's an animal running at large, and we will send an officer out to pick it up.
Okay, and sometimes a dog can be dangerous as well, so what do we do? Do you want people to pick that animal up and drop it off, or what do you want them to do?
No, best thing to do is just give us a call, let us go out, and we will see about getting an officer out there to pick it up. And even if it's not dangerous, having it picked up and sitting at the shelter waiting for an owner to come in and claim it is a much safer place for it, because it doesn't have the possibility of getting hit by a car or into some kind of poison or many of the other dangers that exist for our pets outside.
Okay. And what other kind of animals besides dogs or cats do you want people to call about?
Oh, any kind of animal problem that they have, they can give us a call, and even if it's not something that we would deal with directly, we can direct them to the right source.
Okay, that's great information, League City residents. As you know, you can call the animal shelter anytime. You can reach them by calling 311 actually, or you can call Texas Park and Wildlife. We thank them so much for this information and we hope that you'll use it wisely. Thank you, and until next time, I'm your Public Information Officer, Christy Wyatt.